Good afternoon. My name is Kristel, and she is Natalia Endara. We are going to talk about news that it's about how does Zika affect um, Olympic Games.
Okay, we're gonna start explaining a little bit about what is Zika. Well, Zika is a virus spread by mosquitoes, and it first appeared in Uganda in a forest which was called Zika. Um, it's related to dengue and yellow fever. So now we're gonna answer three questions. The first one is how it affects the people involved, how it affects us, and what could be the potential solution of this virus, and how it can affect people and everything around the Olympic Games.
Okay, first thing that I want to say is that they are evaluating the possibility of canceling or moving the Olympic Games to from another place, but it's kind of difficult or impossible because there are 69 days until now to the Olympic Games being start. So this can be a little bit difficult. So by this reason, they are evaluating another possibilities or another options like um, and they for this they start to evaluating how many mosquitoes will be in this state. There are around 4% of people that are in risk to be infected. Why? Because in August, which is the month where the Olympic Games will be start, there is winter there, so the population of mosquitoes are it's been lower, and this can like be a good news because they can like make the Olympic Games. But this means that there will be like one person in each 31,000 of persons that will be in the Olympic Games that will be infected. And they also estimate that there will be like 500,000 people in this area. By another by the other side, there says that even if they cancel the Olympic Games, there exists a risk of 99.75% to the the this illness be spread. So it will it will not be significant.
Okay, how it affects the people involved? Well, there is a big risk with kids and old people because they can die when one of these mosquitoes take them. So, and the athletes can be really affected with that because they gonna, they need to cancel their participation in that Olympic Games. Anyway, it's not just a problem that the number of Zika affected. It's the problem where this Zika or this virus can go after because we have 500,000 visitors, including athletes and all the people who came to see that Olympic Games. So there, it's the biggest risk is to spread this virus to another countries and not just in Brazil.
Well, and the next question is how it will affect us. Um, we think that it's only one way that it can affect this new to us, and it's that all the people that it's in that Olympic Games are from all the world. I mean, there are people from Guatemala, there are people from Honduras, there are people from Bolivia, United States, and etc. These people come when they come back from that activity, they will increase the risk to contract this illness because um, the amount of people that can be affected, uh, their families can be affected because Zika can be contracted by many different ways. So they will increase the rate of people infected if they contract this illness in Brazil.
Okay, now we're going to talk about which can be the possible solutions to avoid this illness. And it's impossible to move of place the Olympic Games because they are planned 4 years ago. And it's really difficult to move the dates because it's planned 4 years ago. So we found some little solutions that can help to avoid the spread of the virus. So the first one is spray insecticides, like they do in the carnival in Brazil, and it's a really good solution because it works and it can avoid a serious number of of the spread of this illness. And another solution is to smother themselves in insect repellent. We can tell to every athlete and every visitor that they need to use the repellent to avoid the mosquitoes. And one idea that my friends say is that the Olympic Games are in August. So in August they are in winter, and it's the possibility of being infected by this virus is really lower because the mosquito population is really way down. So we only have about 4% of people that can be affected. Well, now we're gonna make a little conclusion about this video, and we're gonna start with really important information that who says that 200 scientists sent a letter to the World Health Organization last week, calling for the Olympic Games, to be moved because of the ongoing epidemic of Zika in Brazil. Well, we know that Brazil and Africa are two of the countries that are the most affected by this virus. So um, we nowadays this topic became really controversial because of the Olympic Games that have gone we have gonna take place there in Brazil, and we need to know that it's a tropical country, so we that's why the scientific think letter, and it's something really important to take note to all the athletes and the visitors to take the the consejos, to take the advices, and to go there to participate in the Olympic Games.
Okay, but even doesn't matter all about what the scientific said because as we said all through this uh, information, it's that the Olympic Games it's actually impossible to be moved. The first thing because there are a lot of people that are already involved in this issue, and the other thing it's because they think that it's not too significant the level that people will be um, infected. And important thing to be resolved is that they said that it's more probable to the risk to contract a illness because of a flu or because the food than this to contract the Zika illness. So we know we can conclude that the Olympic Games will not be cancelled, but all the persons need to take in consideration to make the use of repellent in order to reduce the level of the amount of people that will be in risk, and also to reduce the level that to contract this illness to our countries. So that's all what we want to talk about. We hope we help us you and thank you.